Hi, how you doing? I didn't even realize I had went live already. Hi, thank you for joining God's Desire. I'm sitting here trying to get my channel up right now. Today is going to be more of a show and tell, as opposed to actually a me actually doing a project. Because I wanted to announce some stuff that I have going on. So thank you so much for joining me. So that means the beginning of this video is going to be empty. It's going to be empty in the first few seconds. Okay, so what first thing I wanted to show you is this card that I created. Oh man, I took the little thing off. Um, I got this die last month, and it is like a slide over die. And I think this is LDRS. Who is this? It's got to be LDRS. Yeah, it is. It's LDRS. And it makes this little sliding thing here. Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I'm glad somebody getting started because I'm so slow on the uptake. It be Mother's Day and I be like, oh, forgot to make the cards. So I made the card, but it was this mechanism is a little tedious, and you can see the little thing here moving, but making this was a little tedious, and I have not gotten up enough energy to actually make one for you. But I'm gonna do it. It's just sitting on my desk, and it's a lot of layers stuff going on in there. If you can see that. I mean, I just haven't done it, but I'm going to because I want you to see how this works. Because this is really a cute set. I got this on HSN, and I think it was on clearance. But when Crafter's Companion started doing these, I went on ahead and bought it last month. And it has so many different sliders. So, like how Crafter's Companion kind of sells theirs separately, this actually came like that, and all of these came with it, so you get a lot for your money. And then it has like separate pieces, which you get the road stamp, you get the zigzag stamp, which is this one. You get all the zigzags for the road, and this stamp here is the houses and the trees. Let me find the back of something. There we go. So you can see it better. See, this is the houses and the trees right here with the roads. And these are flowers for the grass. And for the amount that I paid, it was really worth it because it had so much going on. So much stuff happening and stamps to go to it. So I think this will be a really good set to do. And I'm going to cut out the pieces and make this card for you this week. Mainly because I've been holding on to it and it's been on my desk and it's time to get it off my desk. So the big announcement, I want your opinion. I need my subscribers' opinion. So I don't know if many people know that I have a bachelor's degree in fashion design and merchandising. So when I was doing my final project, I decided to start a doll clothes line. And I made doll clothes for my granddaughters for Christmas and for my friends and stuff for their children because I love to sew, but I don't like to sew for people because people are mean. And and I say that in the most honest way possible. They'll ask for a size medium and they know they wear a large, and then they blame you because it's the wrong size. Stuff like that. And so when I came up with the line of clothes, I was the only person in my class that did a line of doll clothes. But I loved it. And so after all of these years, it's been my granddaughter now is about to turn 13. She must have been about 4 then. my oldest granddaughter. And now that I'm having another granddaughter, I'm just getting sparked with ideas that I need to bring back out my serger, my embroidery machines, because I have a 6-needle embroidery machine. I have a single needle embroidery machine, and I have 3 sergers, about 7. Well, I have a lot of sewing machines because I actually was getting ready to teach sewing before COVID. And so I have brand new sewing machines with all the supplies. And I own all of this because I don't lease stuff. If I have the money, I wait until I get all the money and I buy it as I go along. So what I've been up to. First, I want to show you this. This is just a, what do you call these things? Trivet. I made this with sublimation, with this coaster that's 6x6. So I took, this is one of my designs, my floral designs, flower designs, I don't know, that I created. That is one of my prints. That's what I want to say. Um, that I'm going to have in my store, and I took it from here. So this is that, just without this part here. Same thing. This is just flipped over because I didn't reverse it. But it's the same type of thing. And so I thought this would be cute as a set and for a present. So you buy the trivet and it'll have cork on the back, and you have the picture and it goes together. So that was one of my ideas, that I'll have in the store. We're working on the store opening. Is just so much taking pictures and getting all this stuff together. This is the question. Because I do so many things, I want to show everybody on the channel. But I don't know if people will be interested in watching more than just card making. So I actually created patches that we'll have in the store. Different kinds of patches. And these are just some samples, which they won't all have red and stuff on it. But this is just some different color patches that I created. And then this is actually my patch, because the name of my company is Dial Gear. And I've had this Dial Gear logo for years, waiting in the background, right? So these are some of the patches that I've done. But for Dial Gear, I create dial clothes because I love to sew, but I don't love to sew for people. And so I've learned how to create patches. I even have a volunteer patch, and I did the To It. If you remember the other day that I have to send to Bonvi, I haven't sent it off. I'm such a bad mailer. I need somebody who can just come to my house and mail out stuff on time. But it's still sitting on my desk. But I'm gonna get it out to you this week. I can give it to my husband put it once I put it in the envelope to send to you. So I will do that this week. Hi, Molly. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I can't do hair. If you see my hair right now, you'll know why. Which is the reason why I don't show my face, because most of the time my hair is not done and I'm in pajamas. Because I get up, take a shower, and I'm in pajamas all day. So let me show you some of my clothes that I create. This is my little dial clothes that I created. And this is how I package them. Let me see if I can back up a little bit more so you can see. Try making sure you don't see me. So this is how I package them. I have a little tag that I do for everybody. I can open this because I can just put it back. So like the set is a little skirt. See that little skirt and a shirt to match. And I use Velcro to close them up because it's safer for children. Like that. Look, I will wear this skirt. It's so cute. I love this skirt. I wish I could find one for it. I'd make me myself one. But this is one of my outfits. And then I make the shoes to go with them. So they have, this is like the full set. And this is how it'll I sell them with the full set, including the shoes. Some of them don't have shoes and some of them do, but this is how they come. I really think these are the cutest ever, and that's why I decided to do little sandals type things to go with them. Right? And then, thank you. And then I have, oh, where did I just, oh, it's in my lap. And then I make the garment bag to go with it. So if you purchase $100 worth of stuff, which won't be hard, about 5 outfits will get you to $100. You get a free garment bag along with them, and it fits nicely. The clothes fit nicely inside the garment bag. This is actually a small garment bag, but I can do this one. The clothes fit nicely in the garment bag. So, and if not, I also do garment bags that are made out of regular material. So then if you just wanted a decorative garment bag, you could just buy a decorative garment bag. But I wanted to do this because I thought this would be really nice for children who want to keep all their stuff together. Because my grandkids, we actually bought them little bitty, uh, they look like suitcases, but it's to hold your doll and the doll clothes. It's a closet. It's like a doll closet. So that was what they got. Thank you. And so that is the garment bag, and like this is, I have about, and I'm not exaggerating, about 20 dolls. I buy every year. I buy a new doll, and this is her outfit. This is one of the American Girl dolls, and then the pants to go to it. And these are American Girl shoes. I have a lot of dolls, so this is another one of my little outfits that I just love this. And then I make a pair of shorts that go with this. And just like the other dolls, let me take this off. It's Velcro, so it's safe and it's compliant for children's toys. And these are elastic pants, elastic jeans. So that's another one of my outfits. Um, Let me put this back around here, because if I don't put it back around here, it won't work. So that's another one of my outfits. And then this is the shirt, that shirt that I showed you, and another pair of jeans, a regular pair of jeans. And so it looks really cute on the doll. The doll, I mean, they really fit perfectly. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate that. And so I love all kinds of crafting. And so this is just part of what I do. I actually make clothes. I actually make soap. I make, matter of fact, let me show you. Let me see if I can reach it. I make candles that look like food. Um, so like this is a block of my soap. And so I just split these and we sell these. Thank you. I try my best. that fashion design degree did serve me well. And so this is a block of my soap. And so I make soap and I make candles. Um, uh, I want to show you one of my keychains if I can find it right quick. Of course, you probably won't be able to find it. Oh, yeah, I can show you. So this is one of my keychains. And this is the cutest idea that I thought of. I own a cancer center. And so my little cancer bears. Oh, of course, I can never find. Oh, there they go. Like I say, I can never find them when I'm looking for them. So these are the keychains. And so for one of our groups, we made these keychains, which is really more like a luggage tag, because on the back we put all your information on there. Hi, Miss Hazel. Thank you for joining me. So we have all of your information on the back. And Betty Harris Land Cancer Awareness Center is my nonprofit. And so I made these. My mom was an avid bingo player. And so I made the little bingo bear for her. And it's still a luggage tag, but it has a little bingo thingy on there. And I did this on my silhouette. And then I glazed it all up. If you can see it, it has glitter dots and stuff. I did that on there. And so my question is, would you mind me showing you some of these projects when I'm on this channel? Or would you prefer me to start a whole new channel that just does the crafting part and keep paper over here? Because I do so much stuff and I don't ever show y'all because I've only been doing paper crafting over here and not all of my other stuff. Because I know some people they just want to see paper crafting because that's what they're into. But I would love to be able to come on and talk about all of the other stuff that I actually do. So that is my question. So I wanted to know your opinion. If you want me to just keep this a paper crafting channel, or if you wanted me to include some more of the other things that I do. Because I love crafting. I love all crafting. It's so much fun. And a lot of my time now is all just crafting. Until I can get out the house and open back up my studio, I sit home and craft and event stuff. Create stuff. We're going to say create and events. Invent. Am I not saying the right word? You like seeing it all, Molly? Okay. See, me too. I'm a multi-crafter. I literally have a 6-needle machine in the other room. I have the heat press that just came in. I really want to show everybody how to do this right here because this was eluding me forever. Like I make the coasters, the pour coasters, but this eluded me forever. It really eluded me. And what the problem is, everybody show you how to make them, but they never tell you what to use. Literally, these are the coasters things from Lowe's or Office Depot or whatever. They're the little towels. And in order to supplement on these, you have to put something on top of it. And the easiest thing in the world that you put on top of it and no one tells you is, where did I put it? I think I put it in the other room. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I use on top of it. This is what I use on top of it. So what you do is you heat press this laminating paper. And it doesn't matter what kind you use. You just have to use this laminating paper. And so like I laminated it on this coaster. And you can kind of see it right here. Let me bring you down. I don't want to make you dizzy. Bring you down slowly. So you put this laminating paper, and that's heat tape, and you press this down. And if you can see that, like dust and stuff is trapped underneath here, and I didn't know because, of course, I'm hard-headed and I didn't do what I was supposed to. But you can kind of see there, that's laminating sheets. That's what this is. You take your laminating pouches. You take your laminating pouches. I'm going to back you up. Okay, so you take your laminating pouches, and it's a two-part thing because for a document, you stick it right in the middle. You take this and you separate it. And the side that's not glossy is the part that goes down like this. Goes on here. And so I will show you how to do this, because people don't want to tell you that's what they do. But that's what they do. They sublimate on top of this. That's what's making the sublimation stick to this coaster. Not, it won't stick directly on here unless you buy sublimation coasters, which you can. I want to say you can go to coastal blanks, and you can buy sublimation coasters, and I think they're like 59 cents, a dollar something a piece. Or you can go to Lowe's and get this for 3 cents, 5 cents, 15 cents, and buy a box of these for 200 for $13 and press them. So that's what I decided to do. And I got the thinner one, the 3mm, because it's thinner. Because if you buy the 5mm, you have to keep them in your heat press a little longer. So I usually, when I press mine, if I know I want to do a design, I press these the day before. So you're not pressing them and waiting, pressing them and waiting. This little thing do not want to go back in this box. Pressing them and waiting, that type of thing. You don't want to press and wait. So what you do is, well, what I do is, I press these at 450 degrees on my heat press for 720 minutes. 720 seconds. Okay, not minutes. 720 seconds. And most heat press, your timer will go up there. Okay, I'm not about to fight with this no more. I'm not going to worry about it. I put it over here out the way. So you press it for 720 seconds, and then it'll come out like this, and then you can print out your sublimation, whatever you want to do, and press it on, and it'll look just like this. I didn't put this on best. This is just regular sublimation ink with no additions. So if you want it to be darker, put your printer settings on best or high or whatever the best printer setting is, and it'll come out darker than this. And then you press this on, whatever your design is, on for 720 seconds also. I don't know why it won't. Oh, I know why it won't go back in there, because I split it in half, so it won't go back in there either. So that's another reason why I won't go back in there. It drives me bananas. So yeah, so since I got, when people watch this video, I want you to say, yes, I want to see crafty stuff, or no, who cares about your crafting stuff? We don't want to see that. So then I'll be able to gauge if you'd like to see me work my 6-needle embroidery machine, because I love embroidering. I love to embroider, but I don't like to embroider for people, because people are mean. And they tell you a size 3 on their order for their baby shirt, for their applique, and they really meant to say 4, and they blame it on you. So I'm not going to do that. But I will be doing my dial close stuff. Yeah, these people won't tell you. That's why, because they won't tell you what they're using. And I'll make sure that I show you. I'll have to, when I do this, I'll have to do a video on this part first, and then come back in and do a video on this part. So I'll probably put it in Final Cut Pro and put them together. So you can be able to see the whole video, because y'all know I don't edit. I don't like editing. It's not fun for me. I don't like computer stuff. It's annoying. But I will do that so you can see it all together. So, because I actually literally have 2 crafting spaces. I kind of took over my husband's den because my heat press would not fit in my little bedroom where I craft. And so I craft over, I have my heat press in the room next door with my 6-needle sewing machine. So I'll set a camera up in that room, so then I can show you all of the stuff that I do over there. Yes, Molly, that's what I'm saying. It just take the fun out of it. Like, no, people are just mean. They're mean, and I refuse it. When I was in fashion design school, I was one of the oldest people there, and I was in my, I want to say I was in my late 30s or early 40s. Wait, I'm 52 now. Um, I've had my doctor for 2 years, so that made me 50. So yeah, I was in my late 30s when I was got my bachelor's degree because I went back to school after my children got to be older. And the young people in the classes with me was fashionistas, and they made beautiful clothes. But the horror stories that they would tell me was like, I'll never sew for people. Like literally, when I sew for like my grandkids or my daughter, they loved it because they wasn't picky. But they would tell us how people would not pay them, or they would do all the design work and get the designs and show the people the designs, and then they would take them to their own designer, or they would, pay a deposit and get the dress made, and it has so much elaborate stitching and stuff, and then the event is canceled and they don't want to pay for the dress, stuff like that. So that's why dial clothes came into my realm, and now I can whip up like this type of thing. I can whip this up in like a half an hour, an hour. The longest it'll take me is this part. And then also I have a trick for my serging. The trademark of my serging is I don't use one color. I use four different if you see that, that's different colors. I use four different threads in my serger because I don't want people to be like, oh, you didn't sew that or you bought that from somewhere. No, I did not. I serge in four colors. And it can be all kinds of colors. It doesn't matter. It's whatever my thread's on there. Yeah, it was horrible. The way they treated people was not good. And so all of my designs, they have serge with different colors. Like that's blue. That's not black. That's blue. Pink and red and yellow is what this is. So you can't see that. See, that's yellow, red, green, and blue. I serge with all different colors because that's my trademark. People know when they see that, like, oh yeah, you made that, because commercial people use four of the same color. And I actually create my own tags. This is my own tag. I do this myself. And that's like foam in the middle. So everything has my tag on it. I actually even have tags for the inside of the clothes. I don't think I have them on here. But, and I actually have, yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you for coming. I'm trying to gauge if people want to see more crafty stuff on this channel, because I would hate to have to split it up and my time go half one way and half one way. But you will end up with a lot more videos because I do so much crafty stuff. I'll be done popped in here at 2 o'clock with a video. I'll be done popped up because I was up at Old Dark 30 last night writing notes on what I was going to do, because not only am I doing this for YouTube, but I'm launching my dial clothes line, or I'm relaunching it again. So I have all the layouts and designs, and I will explain to you. Let me go grab it. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to grab this and show you what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm so derelict on my duties. Half of my sewing stuff is in my living room because I was reading. So I have this. The name of my company is Dial Gear, or the name of this division of my company is Dial Gear. And I literally have, this is like a rack card where it's a loyalty program. So if you buy so much, you get, buy 5, get the 6th outfit free, or you get a garment bag for free. And then I have, this is my fashion line lineup sheet. So each one of my designs has the information on each one of the designs I'm going to make. And so this is all the kind of fashion design school stuff, but it shows you like how I'm going to work it out, what fabric I'm going to use, that kind of stuff. That's what all of this, how much it costs and all of this. And so then I have what I call my Dial Gear design book. And so for each one of my designs, I have the fabric that's going to go with it. And I have all the pieces. Like in here, there's different pieces. And so all of these patterns, which I get from Liberty Jane. So if you like someone, go to Liberty Jane clothing. They're called something else now. But if you are home sore, you can make all of these and sell them. They have a angel policy. I use these as examples, and I am making all of these different clothes. The difference in mine and using the patterns is I know how to make my own patterns. And so I'm using these as examples, and I'm making my own patterns. See, that's this shirt. Where's my shirt? That's this shirt right there. Super cute. And you see this little belt? You would never imagine what I use for this belt. I didn't make a belt like this, but I have a belt like this. Can anybody tell me what this is? Can you tell me what this is? This fits perfectly. This fits perfectly around my little dial, right? So this cute belt ish. Yes, it's a dog collar. Yes, God desire, it's a dog collar. So I buy these at the dollar store. You know what, Molly? That's why I like you. We think alike. Yes, this is a dog collar. So that's how I make my belts and stuff. And I add stones on here so it can look cuter. And then for each one, which I have to find, I have to look in the children's regulation book, because I do have a children's regulation book, and find out if I can do this. But I also make jewelry. I'm telling y'all, I do everything. I love making jewelry, right? So for my design, for my dials, my jewelry is really a necklace for the dial, but it's a bracelet for a child. So the necklace is just the size of the dial's neck, and when they take it off, it's a bracelet for a child. So I have a lot of jewelry already made. So everything that I do kind of works back together. Even my paper crafting and my card making, when I do different kinds of cards, I do cards for kids, because the idea of the Dial Gear program was not to actually launch it as a business, but because I have a nonprofit and my the children are left behind generally when you're talking about people being sick, or when your family member is diagnosed with an illness. People forget that children suffer. And so I created the Dial Gear brand, so then when we have a little girl, I make an outfit for them. I buy a cheap dial, which I had a link to a dial company, and we give the dial and the outfit to the little girl. For boys, we buy them fire trucks or remote control cars or something like that. Um, yeah, I thought so. That's why I thought of that. um, so then we will give this to them from our nonprofit because they're suffering too. And as we help the parents or grandparents or uncles or whoever we're helping, we had some for the child or children, because sometimes we service 3 and 4 children in a family. And that's how Dial Gear got started. After I initially did the thing with my grandchildren with their my final project and stuff, I kept it going, but I added it to my nonprofit. And so that's why I do this. And I love it. And I probably will continue that, even along with me actually selling the dial clothes. Because if you go to one of my biggest competitors, which will be I can't even compete with them. I just can't say their name because of copyright things. Thank you. Um, a shirt like this will cost you $30. If you go look them up, one of my oh look, do you know her? Do you know her? Where she came from? This doll. I go to visit them. I used to take my grandkids every year to the store because I get the doll of the year. Since COVID, unfortunately, I have not gotten them, but I go to their store in Chicago all the time. And I took my granddaughters when they were little to their store, and it was so much fun. They had a hotel, and we took them to the hotel, and they treated them fabulous. And so something like this from them, this outfit would be like $60, not including the shoes. And we love them. And so that's why I decided, let me pick this back up, especially since I'm about to have my little Parker, my newest love of my life. Um, since I'm going to have her coming soon, she's going to need some doll stuff. Yes, you can, Sharon. You definitely can donate to our nonprofit. Um, let me let me see if I can put, this is our lcac.org. That is the name of my nonprofit right there. If you would like to donate, please, we would appreciate that. We do give tax letters for people who donate anything over. I think the law says it has to be 200 or 250. We give you tax letters for that. But for me, I give everybody a tax letter because I believe that if you donate, you deserve it. If you donate $5, that's your $5. You should be able to add it to your taxable deductions. Yes, and wow, we go there every year. It's our grand look. Y'all don't want to see me. It's our grandchildren trip because I only have girls, and so we would go there every single year and buy a new dial. So I literally have, which you'll see it. I'll cut into some of the dials. I literally have about 20 of them because people have given them to me. Um, I buy mostly all of them. Every year pre-COVID, we went to Pennsylvania for a church trip. And there is a doll store. We always stop at the same Cracker Barrel every year. And I bought some dolls from them too. So I have different kinds of dolls because every year we would stop at the same Cracker Barrel, and across the street was the doll store. And the people on the bus used to laugh at me because I would have like 4 dolls. Because for some reason in Lancaster, it's called Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They would have a buy two get two free sale, and I would buy them, and I would dress up my dolls, and I have pictures and everything of my doll collection. Um, because my assistant took pictures of a lot of the clothes that I created. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can pull these up so you can see. I have so much crafty stuff. Like, this is literally my phone this way. See all the crafty stuff I do? Like, I love crafting. This is all the crafty stuff that I do. Pictures. That's from my graduation. Oh, this is some of my jewelry. My paintings. Where's those pictures? Oh, that's the exhibit we went to. Um, oh, here they go. Okay, so let me show you some. Look, there go my puppy when he was a baby. There go my puppy, and my husband. Now he an old man. Oh, okay. So I can start from here. Like that's one of the dials I bought from. See that 2006. I've been doing this for a long time. My that I embroidered. This right here is called a this dress is called a pillowcase dress. This dress is inspired by a real artist who took pillowcases for youths who did not have clothes, and they cut the opening and they put elastic thing up there, a string, and so that's a pillowcase dress. And that is a dog collar. It's a dog collar. See that? Oh, there go my necklace, my bracelet. So these are some of the pictures. Oh, you see that? I love this. This is a it's not a dial close, but this is a box that I made from a pattern from, what is her name? Whoa. Dr. E, I need you on here. What is her name? Can't think. Paper Phenomenon. It's a you can open that up, and I gave it away as a gift to a friend for Women's Day. Oh, there's some more of my pictures. We took them, but we never edited them. These are some of the outfits, and look at my doll collections. Like, I have a lot of dolls. I have a lot. Where did I take these pictures? Oh, that's the end of my collection. That's my Temptations singing. But yeah, so I have a lot of dolls, and I do a lot of crafts. I even loom knit. I have a bunch of yarn. What I need is a big building to put all this stuff in, so then I can teach people, because that's all I want to do. I just want to do this stuff, and I want to teach others how. Like, that's that's what my plan is as soon as we get over COVID, um, is to teach. Thank you. I love Anna Griffin. I can't wait to the Create next month, the scrapbooking. If you were on seeing VNA's channel, she did a unboxing of the kit. So at least I got to kind of see it in person. But they HSN people got their kits before Anna people got their kits. Because we won't get ours until the end of the month. I think the 25th or something. Yeah, I love doing Anna Griffin's dies. I have so many of them. I have to stop. And how did I not know craft day was on Tuesday? I'm like, okay, y'all, we're on a no spin month, and I have not been buying any paper crafting supplies, none of that. Only necessities that have I been buying. But I'm gonna have to go off my diet on Tuesday. Yeah, because I seen two things that I really want. So I'm gonna have to go off the rails. So I'm gonna make this a no spin except on craft day month. But it's crazy. You want to hear some disturbing news? I literally cannot use my debit card right now because somebody hacked my account. So I'm waiting for them to send me a new debit card. Somebody hacked my account and spent almost $500 out of my account um, on some crazy lingerie or something in another state. Yeah, I really want, God's Desire, I really want the Crafter's Companion letters. See that? Me too. Like I can spend some money on craft stuff. Yeah, totally mad. I looked on my account for something in my mind's eye. It said check your account, and I kept saying I didn't buy nothing. Why would I want to check my account? And I kept coming back in my mind, check your account, and I'm like, that's stupid. I'm not finna. Yeah, somebody hacked my account, and I was like, I'm not finna check this account. That's dumb. So I knew I hadn't bought anything. So then I said, okay, Jesus, you're telling me to check my account for some reason. And so I go on my mobile banking, 400 and something dollars, almost $500 is gone. You should get it if it's still available. The best part about the Create is box is not the box. It's the people you meet who are so wonderful that you can talk to about crafting, because you get on the every month I'm a part of her membership thing, and you get on there and you get to talk to crafters who's been crafting forever. Like I've been crafting since I was like 9 or something, and I'm 52. So just think, there's 70-year-old people who's been crafting since they were 7, and they have so much good advice for you, and they're so wonderful. And even at night, we have a crafty night, and it's so much fun. We go on there and we stay on there and we talk to one another. It's a crafty Zoom or something, and it's so much fun. And you have to, if you don't go for just the crafts, go for the camaraderie. But the papers in the box is to die for now. Like literally, I had to buy another 6 drawer, a 6 drawer thingy. Whoa! I almost dropped it on the floor. I had to buy another 6 drawer thing that got these in it, because this is how I store all of my dies in these little pouches. And these are all Anna's. And so just because of the creative event last year, I had to buy another one of these. And literally, I keep them all the little pouches, I keep them all in together. So then you'll get the pouches like this, and I keep it all together. And as I use it up, then I'll like double up the pouches. Oh my God, did you? I wanted the dream box so bad because it's just so gorgeous. But I ended up buying 4 bookshelves instead. Yes, it's over Zoom. It's part of the crafting event. They give you the code for the Zoom, but it is a Zoom call. We do it the night So it's when we did the create the last time, we did it that Friday night or Thursday night and Friday night, but we'll probably do it that Saturday night this time. So yeah, it's a Zoom and they send you the link and everybody after dinner, like it stops I think at 6 and then we go on there. Yeah, that's what I did. I made my own dream box too. I got 4 bookshelves and they hinged them together. Well, they were supposed to hinge them together and I ended up not having them hinge them together. But you hinge the 4 bookshelves together, put casters on them, and you get the IKEA table and some sticks from IKEA or no, I'm sorry, from Office Home Depot, and slide the table in there. There's a lady online who has perfect instructions on how to make the dream box. It's called DIY dream box for $200 or something like that. But I bought all the parts to do the whole thing, and then I realized that if I didn't put the bookshelves together, that I could put one set of bookshelves on one side and one set of bookshelves on the other side. And that's what I did. Like the dream box is a big box on wheels for crafts. And I'm going to, let me see if I can, don't talk about my room, y'all. See, oh, I can't do it. I'm trying to bring my camera over here. See those over there? Those are all my bookshelves, even though it's upside down. Like this is all my crafty stuff. But those are bookshelves over there, as opposed to buying the dream box. I did bookshelves. And so I have 2 bookshelves on one side, 2 bookshelves on the other side, and then I have those 3-drawer and 6-drawer totes that you've seen along the wall. So it kind of allowed me to buy too much stuff. So much more stuff, I want to say, because I do buy a lot of stuff, y'all. That ain't even a lie. I buy a lot of stuff. But I give a lot of stuff away too. Like the stuff that I make, I give away. I really wish Bonvi was near me because I have this tote full of cards in my basement. I just put this whole tote away and I promised I would send her some. I just haven't gotten in that basement. I wish I could just put the tote in a box. You know what? I got a big box in my closet. I'm going to pour all those cards in the box and I'm going to send it to Bonvi. Because she asked me about some thank you cards. So it'll be a bunch of cards. I think I'm going to do that because I got all those cards, and I don't do anything with them because I don't sell my cards. Even though my daughter is like, Mama, you just sell some of those cards, but I don't. I just keep them all. Or if I need a card right quick, I'll thumb through them all and I'll find a quick birthday card or a quick, getting well card or something like that. What came out of this drawer? Oh, these. That's why that drawer is open. I'm like, why is that drawer open? Look, I even did these, and you'll never. These was for This right here is I want to say it's this dress is something I cut out with my Cricut, I believe. I can't remember if I cut it out with my Cricut or my ScanNCut. I don't know, but I use it as a thank you thing for our women's conference. But do you know what this plastic piece is? Do y'all know what this plastic piece is? These are these rings that you buy at the store. These I don't know what you call these rings. Wait, let me see what they are. These are the rings. Book rings? Come on, camera. There you go. These are book rings. That's what this is. These are book rings. And these go to our very favorite pastime. What is our very favorite pastime in America? The only sport that I really, really, really like is what these come from. They're for baseball cards. That's what I make these from. They're from baseball cards. Cases. And I made for our last women's conference that we went to, I made 100 of these. And they're luggage tags. And believe me, people use these things. It's funny when we go on family trips, all of my family has them. We take like 30, 40 people on our family reunion trips, and all I see is these tags on the luggage. Because when you do stuff, people like stuff. Like people like stuff. Like whenever you go somewhere or whenever you do something, a program, they always have swag bags, like for everything. And so I make my own stuff for the swag bags because I want people to know my name and I want people to know who I am and know what I do. And so I always include some swag in wherever I am. Thank you. Yes, yes. Like think about it. We went to Jamaica. Our family reunion was in Jamaica. I'm trying to get this out the way. This is some of my political stuff. um, we went to Jamaica, and everybody had those on their suitcases, and they were like, "Where did you get these from?" And my aunt was like, "Oh, my niece made that thing." Everybody loved it. And so I give them out all the time. I make them for major events. And to tell you, it's all it is paper. Like whatever you want to make. If you like anything print and cut, you print and cut them, or you take a picture that you can die cut or something and put it on a white sheet of paper, back it with a different color piece of paper, take a hole punch and punch it out. On the back side, I went into Word and created the name, address, telephone number, email address for the back and put it on there. It is because, of course, you seen on the back of it, it had my phone number, even though that phone number is an old phone number, but because these are old ones. But I put my phone number on it so people can contact me. See, it's funny because this was mine. This one is actually the one I used. But I put my contact number, sponsored by the Betty Harris Larynx Cancer Awareness Center, and my phone number so that people can contact me for them. And this one was for our larynx cancer walk we had. I gave everybody out the little bear. And I designed this little bear in silhouette. Because this was a Cricut. I think this was a Cricut. No, it couldn't have been a Cricut cartridge because I wouldn't have been able to get it over to silhouette. It was a silhouette design. Yep, it is. I'm stupid. This is a silhouette design. I just went into the file and I put, this is our initials, BLCAC and Larynx Cancer Awareness Center, and the thank you. I put it on there and then I flattened it. And then I cut it out with my silhouette and put it on this piece of paper. And this piece is only 3x4. Yes, for their information. So then you can identify them. It will be wonderful. And you could punch this hole out with that thing. Like this thing here. What is this? Crocodile. But don't get this crocodile, please, because you'll be doing this for hours and that stuff hurts your hand. Get one of these, but get the big one too. Like get the big crocodile, so then you could just set that baby down. I just seen my crocodile the other day. This is the big crocodile. Get this one if you're gonna do anything in mass production. Get this one because you can sit it down and look at me and punch your holes. You don't have to worry, you can sit it down. And it has a slide rule here that you put them in at the correct place every time. You slide whatever in at the correct, thing. So every time you don't got to go searching for where to put it. It slides and it puts it right there for you to put the hole in there. So like this, I don't know what I got on there right now, but okay, put it where the hole is, lady, where you can press a hole. So see, that hole is in there. Oh, that was a hole. It's in there. Okay, maybe if I put it on the right thing, it'll punch the hole out. One of these is for hole punching. Oh, I'm stupid. I got the wrong thing in there. You could take these out and put the right thing in there for these things in here. So in order to do the hole, you got to have it in the right position. Let me put it on there. There we go. I'm about to say, I know it's supposed to put a hole in there. So see, that hole is in there. That's what you got to do. And so get the big one. If you don't have the big one, get the big one. They may have these at like Joann's or Michael's or something. I think I got this one. It's a We Are Memory Keepers thing. I either got this from HSN or Amazon or Joann's.com or something like that. Yeah, I love the crocodile. So get the one that sits on the table so you're not squeezing your hand so much. And but I mean, like, I don't know how much this thing was, but both of them work. I have two of the small ones and one of the large ones. Because if you know anything about me, I I had a studio, an office, and I had to close down. So I had one set for home and one set for the office. And so now I have two of everything in my house. So that's why I don't have any room. If anybody live near Michigan and needs some craft supplies, come see me. Come and see me. I'd be happy to donate to some education programs and stuff. I literally right now am trying to do some educational programs, but because I'm on the school board in my city, I can't. It's a what do you call it? Conflict of interest or something. I don't know, but they won't let me. So my love of children, I'm going to get off the school board so I can be able to service the children. Even though my superintendent is not happy about that, I'm going to get off in order for me to be able to do a program because we have not yet figured out how I can do the program and still stay on the school board. And so I'd rather get off the school board and service my children in my community. So we're still working it out. I think I might have to bring on a partner so then there's no conflict, but we're working it out. Yeah, and I don't want a conflict at all. And so, because I love my babies, I do. I love my children. Um, and I'm on the school board because I love to make sure that education for our children is what they're getting. And it's been some time. I've been on there for almost 5 years. So, um, if we can't figure out how I can get over the conflict, then I'm gonna not re-up my position because I'm not for politics anyway. They love that about me though, that I'm not politicky because I'm gonna tell you the way it is no matter what. Because I'm not trying to run for the next office. I'm here to help the babies, and so know that Dr. Early do have a mouth on her, and I think that's why they tell me stuff because if I think it's wrong, I'm gonna say something. And so I have butt heads with state representatives. I literally, and this is the funniest story ever. I literally was at a school board conference because we have to go to do education. I believe in educating yourself. So we're at a school board conferences with all of the state reps, right? And so they're talking about how they're going to really help the school. And I almost started a riot because I called them out, and they literally had to rush the representatives out of the room because people were yelling like, why are you shutting down our schools? Why are you not giving us enough money to take care of public schools? Why are you giving yourself raises and our children don't have books? Like, it was horrible. They were so mad, and they blamed me because I started asking the questions. Yeah, it's about our children. If we don't educate our youth, we're not going to have a viable society. And I've lived all over the globe because I'm an Army veteran. And I've seen other kids being educated. And a lot of what we learn it last. It's not that we don't learn it, we learn it last. Yeah, we learn it last. And that's the hard part because that keeps us behind the eight ball all the time. And so, and now that I have grandkids, it's even worse because I see it from afar. Because when I was educating my children, I did my due diligence. I was the parent who went to all the teacher conferences. I went to all of the plays. I went on all the trips. I told my employers my kids come first. So if I can't go, I can't work here. And when I was in the army, they understood that because, everybody had kids. So it was kind of like military base. If there was a play, everybody's kids was in it. So everybody went. So it wasn't a problem when I was in the military, but it was a problem when I came home and got out the military that people was like, you can't go to that. We need you here. All right, twism. See you later. I'm out of here because my children come first. I can always get a job until the point where my husband was like, can you please just make your own job and I'll work outside the house because you don't keep one. Because I couldn't. I would quit. It would. My children came first. And so I haven't worked for anybody since maybe a year after me getting out the army. I have worked for myself and I've done pretty good for us. So I'm not going to complain, even though my husband hate all this crafty stuff, but a lot of times these crafts like paid for our house. So don't short yourself either. When you're doing your crafts, do your craft. Be confident. Pick one thing that you love and stick to it. And if you can't handle that, move along smartly because you might not like to sew. You might have bought your sewing machine and I love this and it's so much fun. And then you realized that bobbin keep breaking and it's getting on my nerves. I don't want to do that. So it's nothing wrong with changing things. Literally, I didn't do a video yesterday, y'all, because I was embroidering this logo and my needle kept breaking and I stabbed myself with the needle. Oh, talking about pain on a 6 needle, 600 repetitions embroidery machine. I couldn't speak. My whole hand was throbbing because that needle got me. And I'm like, help me, Jesus. I'm going to kill the machine. So that's why I didn't have a video yesterday because I got stabbed and I had to cut the nail off. And yeah, it was not good. Yeah, it really have, and I love it. I've loved working for myself, and if you can handle it, I would tell you to do it. Don't quit your job. Start with a side hustle. Pick one thing and perfect it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, my finger, like, oh, it still hurt. Still hurt. Perfect one thing and do that, and then move on to something else. Like literally, that's what I do. I don't stick with one thing all at the same time because it'll get boring to me. And as I perfect one thing, I do something else because eventually my conglomerate will be passed down to my grandchildren because my children don't craft. None of my children like to craft at all. They just like my stuff. I remember every Valentine's Day, you know how you see the little basket with the chair and the basket with a what do you call the little teddy bear and all of them, and I would make a bunch of them and we would sell them for Valentine's Day or Swedish Day or whatever. Why would all of my kids take one to give to their girlfriend? And yeah, my sons would take them to their girlfriend. I got this for you. No, you didn't. You got it out of my stash over here. So, it's like I've craft forever, and it's so much fun. And I switch up doing stuff when I get bored. Like, I have a kiln in my basement, so I do ceramics. I have sewing stuff, of course. I have candle making. I make candles that look like dessert. So they look like apple pies and cherry pies. So I don't do like the run of the mill candle. I do tarts, and I do dessert candles. They look like brownies. My son, when he used to come home from school and I make a bunch of brownie candles, I would have to make him some brownies because the smell of brownie scent was throughout the house when he was young. And so I do all kinds of crafts. I love it. I love it. And so if you have that knack, do something with it. Don't just keep it to yourself. And if you're like me, if you get a bunch of stuff, give it away to people. People love stuff. Birthday presents. I have a best friend that I have been best friends with since the 6th grade. She come and shop at my house for gifts because I have so much stuff. It's so much fun. I love it. I do. I love it. This is what I was put on earth for. I had to remember that because I was all about, no, I need my education. I have to become a doctor because my mom told me to. And before she passed away, and then after I got my doctorate, I realized that crafting was my calling, not to be a doctor. Even though my doctor is in my nonprofit stuff, but crafting was my calling. And $100,000 and a doctorate later, I realized that. So follow your calling. If people say you confused, why you doing that arts and crafts, tell them because you like it. Because this is what you were meant to do. This is because this is where you see your passion at. Because literally people call me and say, what can you create for me for this, this, and this? And they'll pay me for it. Or I'll donate it. Because it's just the love of the craft, no matter what it is. I'm telling you, it is a calling. It calls your name. When it's for you, it's for you. No matter how many times I try to get an office job, I try. I like the army was my first love. Don't get me wrong. Like, I could have been a soldier all of my life, but when I try to get other jobs, I just couldn't do it because I would put crafting in it. You have to, yes, you have to follow your calling. Whatever, if you love to cook, go cook. If you love to bake, now I can bake. I don't like to cook. But I am a chef. I went to chef school because I love to decorate cakes. Like, I literally can decorate a wedding cake from zero. So I went to chef school because they told me a pastry chef, or a person who can do baking is more better to be a chef than it is to just do the baking part. And so I went to culinary art school and I became a chef. And for a long time, I worked in a bakery. But every time I worked there, I wanted to make cute toppers for the stuff. So I didn't want to bake. I wanted to make the accessories. Like, I was like, I want to make the cupcake wrappers, not the cupcake. Or I would bring in like cupcake toppers and have them put toothpicks on them that had little sayings to put in the cupcake. I didn't want to bake, and so I stopped doing it. And I have so much baking pans and stuff in my basement. I have all kinds of stuff, which I'm going to give away to a friend of mine because it don't do me no good. You do. You have to let the Lord lead you in the right direction and stop fighting it because other people say so. You have a job that you don't love, but you got to pay the bills and you got to call in for something else. Keep that job until you can make what you love the job you want it to be. Like, keep it. Like, do it. Like, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, and I just started YouTube because I needed an outlet That's why I started YouTube, and I wanted people to see what I was doing. But I would craft if I didn't have a YouTube channel. I would do this. I would sit here and do these cards and stuff if I didn't have a YouTube channel, which obviously you can see because I have. This didn't just happen a year. This is years worth of stuff. Please tell me if you like We Are Memory Keepers stuff. Do y'all like these types of things? This is like a candy box, like the explosion box. I never use this stuff. And this stuff is taking up a whole shelf on my bookshelf. And I need to give these away. I need to give this stuff away. Like I have all of this stuff. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. Like this kind of stuff. I have all of these things. They're taking up. And I just pull these few down. I need to get this stuff away. And if you're a new crafter and you like doing new stuff, let me know. I need to destash this stuff or something. Cause I have this is just a few, and you see I got this one. Like I'm gonna make these pictures. I ain't used this one day, and it's still brand new. I ain't never opened it. These I used one time. Like I need to just destash this stuff or something. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. That's how much stuff I have. I don't use it. Like I love We Are Memory Keeper stuff, and I have all of these. Like literally, it's a whole shelf of punches and stuff. Not a fan of shelf. Right, me neither. Like it's on my shelf. I could put some card making stuff or sewing stuff or something else on that shelf. And if you know anybody who would like to buy an Easy Press, I have all four of them. And I'm willing to sell them for half price because I hate those things. And they're taking up a whole shelf in my house. You'd have to pay the shipping, which is expensive. But I pack it really, really well. I'll wrap it in cellophane for you, and I will send them to you. And I have all four of them. I need to keep the tiniest one, which is the little mighty one, the small one for this stuff. But the other three I'm getting rid of. I want to get rid of them, and they're taking up valuable shelf space. So I don't know how much they cost because I got them from HSN. So whatever the HSN price, I'm willing to sell them for half of that just to get them off my shelf because they're about to go on a tote in my basement because they just in the way because they're taking up a whole shelf and it's making me mad, making me mad, taking up a whole shelf. So tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow I probably won't have a video because I have a school board meeting tomorrow unless I can sneak it in. But I have to start sewing for my dial clothes line. So if I can get a chance to sew something and come on and show you what I've sewn, I might do a video for that. I might do a video. Thank you so much for joining me for my little impromptu informational. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. My little informational. What should I do? Add crafts to this channel or not? If you think I should, give me a thumbs up on my on the thing. And majority rules. So I think it'll be fun adding extra crafts. Because then you can kind of see different things. Nothing will take the place of the paper crafts, which will probably be every day like I usually do. And then I'll add in one of the other projects during the week. Except on my Patreon page. I've created the Patreon page. I just have not sent it live. That will include all of my crafts. Y'all will get a chance to actually see what I look like when I'm working because my Patreon page will include every craft that I do. All of it. With everything, with step by step, from picking out the paper, from my messy desk. Because y'all just get the chance to see, when I do my crafty stuff, y'all get a chance to see this. Let me see. Y'all get a chance to see me put that box up there. Y'all don't get a chance to see the paper strewn all over and none of that. Well, I thank you, Molly. I want everybody to see all the stuff. 'Cause I literally make everything. I make fascinators, you know, the hats that they wear for the Kentucky Derbies. Like I make all of that. Because I my first love was sewing, and so I could do anything sewing. I'm gonna bring out a line of tote bags with different sayings on them. I'm just waiting to get a new debit card. Since I don't have one, because I don't want my husband to know how much I really spend. If I use his debit card, his phone will ding, and he don't care. I don't even know. He don't. My husband does not care what I spend because I make the money back. Literally, I don't owe anybody for none of this stuff. This all belongs to us. And he's so wonderful. He buys stuff for me to do this kind of stuff. Except I can't get that man to give me a gift certificate to Joann's to save my life. I don't know why he refused to buy me a gift certificate to Joann's. Because that's what I really want. But I can't complain because he will buy anything else. But he will not walk in that fabric store and give me a gift certificate. He in the other room. He cooking dinner. He in the other room. He probably can hear me like, I ain't about to go in that fabric store, lady. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Please like and subscribe and thumbs up and whatever they ask y'all to do on YouTube. I really don't know because I really don't do this for the business part. I do this for the love of I really do. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for commenting and talking to me because it's really wonderful for the back and forth. I wish they get a YouTube where people can talk as opposed to just typing. Because we would probably have so much more fruitful conversations if we could have more back and forth instead of just the typing. But I guess that's what Zoom for. I'm going to do another Zoom card making series when because I'm doing the card making class. I'm going to do the card making class with the men's tie series in June, but that's going to be a paid type of thing. Because you have to buy your die sets from the website. But the kit you'll get from me. But you'll have to buy the dies because we can't use Stampin' Up! Dies. But the cutout for the kit part, I'll have. And the PDF. So we're working on that. I got to get my assistant over here so she can do some work. So, all right. Thank y'all so much. I done rambled enough on, and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm about to. If y'all crafters, go over to Charmaine's channel. I don't know what her Charmaine Galloway. She's doing a live, and if you like sewing and stuff, she's doing some baby stuff because she opened up a shop in memory of her granddaughter, Araya, something like that. And so she's doing a lot of stuff over there. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you in the next one.